What are you 100% sure is true even though you can't prove it? Growing up, we had a family of friends that did everything with our family. Camping, holidays, random get-togethers, everything. I am dead certain that my father was having an affair with the wife and my mother was having an affair with the husband, and neither of them knew of the other's affair. For the longest time I knew there was affairs going on but thought it was more of a swinger or poly relationship kind of thing until I was an adult and my mother started talking about visiting the husband without his wife or my father knowing. And the more I probed, the more certain I became that neither of them knew the other was doing it. I have kept this to myself because they're all in their mid-60s or dead with 35 plus years of marriage. And it just seems pointless to rock the boat, but I find it extremely amusing. My older kid ate my hidden cookies. One time my cat used her paw to gag herself and puke on the floor because I wasn't paying enough attention to her. The United States has wild underwater military assets. Most actual government cover-ups are just the government covering up their own incompetence. There's no deep state, they just suck at their jobs. Most companies are price colluding in the USA. Insurance, energy, and food are chief offenders. Insurance companies, property, and auto are raising rates and canceling policies. As I write, at least once, a human clone has been made and been allowed to develop all the way to a living, breathing person. That Reddit is 90% bots and 9% raging idiots arguing against the bots. Nothing is on sale anymore. The sale price you see is what the actual price is that has already been marked up. Country songs about how hard life is when competing in rodeo were created by rodeo riders who wanted to reduce competition. Sandwiches taste better when cut diagonally. Big box stores have been systematically making the shopping experience worse to discourage in-store shopping and push people to their online stores. They're trying to get out of the brick-and-mortar business because of the high overhead cost. But they know that simply shutting stores down will be hugely unpopular. By understaffing so that shelves don't get stocked and locking product behind glass, they can blame employees and theft for store closures without losing too many customers to other online retailers. That if politicians were punished like the average man, that half our politicians would be jailed. Most makeup companies are utilizing the same size container of product but filling them at least 25% less of said product while increasing prices unnecessarily. Like, I have to put a few eye drops into my mascara to get whatever is left, and I'll honestly don't use it more than 23 days a week. I never had to do this pre-pandemic. TikTok and all the copycats, Reels, YT Shorts, etc., regardless of content, are having a deleterious effect on the attention spans of daily users, which are mostly young people. NBA officiating is corrupt. Coke tastes better in the mini cans than the regular size cans. A lot of evil figures are heroized and a lot of heroic figures are demonized in our history. That my father actually died of COVID and not heart failure. Like he got really sick. He had an infection that the hospital didn't know what it was or how to treat it. He ended up on a ventilator and life support. He passed. And then 3 weeks later, they shut the state down due to COVID. Not to mention, the hospital held onto his body a few extra days. And we never got a reason why. It's all circumstantial, but it makes sense. Testing wasn't available at the time. The symptoms matched, and it all happened at the perfect time. However, We had him cremated, so we'll never know. Not that it would ease the grief, but it's a thought that lingers in my mind. Edit. I did not expect this to blow up after going to bed. I'm at work and can't reply to everyone's comment, but here's a quick sum up. I thank everyone for their well wishes. It means a lot to me. Because of shutdown, my family didn't have a funeral for my dad. My mom, brothers, and I scattered my dad into the Withlacoochee River and had breakfast. I find talking about to be helpful and often share stories about him when I can. I know the hospital ran all the tests and did the X-ray. But since my dad had congestive heart failure and diabetes, it just made things worse. Please do take care of yourself and get vaccinated if you can. That I am the handsomest man in the world. Right now I only have hearsay evidence from my mom and grandma, but I'm sure I'll get the hard indisputable evidence soon.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.